It's a beat by Flow.
Well, the overall consensus is we all want different things, as in how tall he has to be, how short he has to be, what he does for a living. Everybody might want different things. But in terms of psychological components that we want from our man, every woman wants from her man. The first thing we want is a man that we cannot manipulate.
What's good with y'all boys? Women only want three things. Number one, they want somebody to be assertive. You feel me? You gotta be an assertive man. Whatever she tells you to do, you're just ready to do it. At a moment's notice. You don't even try to argue. You don't try to plead your case. You don't try to refute. You don't try to give a different opinion. Bruh, never let a chick walk all over you, dominate you, unless you into the BDSM type-ish. That's some beta cuck BS. And if you're doing that, man, you need to take a hard look at yourself. But I digress. You gotta be assertive, man. You gotta be a dude who knows what he's about. You ain't finna be here letting her walk all over you. You don't agree with everything she says. Bruh, it can be something as simple as maybe y'all talking about something, you feel me? And maybe it could be a movie, it could be y'all want to hit a spot and you don't feel like going there, right? You ain't in the mood to go there. But she tells you and you just decide to go with it because you're afraid to, you're afraid to piss her off, you're afraid to annoy her. Man, if you feel like you walking on eggshells with a broad, you in the wrong spot, man. You with the wrong chick. It's always gotta be you the one calling the shots 90% of the time. You gotta be the one, she following your lead. You feel me? And there's a difference between being assertive and being just being a jerk. It don't mean you gotta be a jerk. It just means you gotta stand for something. You feel me? If you got an opinion about something, you gotta let it be known. I don't want to be with somebody like that, because if you can't even speak up to her, how can she expect you to speak up to somebody else? You feel me? How can she expect you to defend her? That's what they want, man. Don't believe the hype. I told y'all. Forget what your auntie, your mama told you, or your grandma told you. They want somebody who's assertive, somebody who's ain't afraid to speak up. Alright. The second thing, you gotta be secure, man. They need security. This could mean a lot of things. This could mean money. This could mean you done got your bread up. You feel me? You can take care of stuff. You can, if she comes to you like, hey baby, I want to hit the salon, it ain't nothing to you. You feel me? You gotta provide some security. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but man, you gotta deal with the hand you dealt. That is how they operate, man. They want security, and also security and emotional security. You feel me? You gotta be that type of dude that, like, you always gotta feel like, hey, who else she gonna get besides me? Because when the number one way to get a broad out of your life, if you want her to just lose attraction, to be out here back in the streets, she like, alright, man, he a simp now. Being secure. Insecurity is the worst trait any man can have. You gotta be secure in yourself. So that means two things. Security means two things. You gotta provide security with financial security and emotional security. Like, she always gotta feel like you're better than her. You feel me? And you gotta feel like, hey, well, she gonna get better than me. If you provide that kind of if you have that kind of mindset and you provide that kind of dynamic, it's gonna be a smooth sailing. Of course, she gonna test you time to time, but that kind of security, man, that is what they want. I know y'all don't want to hear about the financial security, but man, you cannot be a bum and you expect to get the higher ankle on of broads out here. You want that 10, you want that 9. You ain't gonna get them, man. If you ain't got your bread up, if you ain't got your money right, if you ain't got your life in order, you ain't gonna get her. You're just gonna keep getting the run of the mill box, everybody in town on hand, and you pulling up, you're getting sloppy seconds. You feel me? So you gotta provide some security, man. Alright? And the last thing, you gotta show some strength, bro. And what that simply means, you gotta show you're willing to walk away. You gotta demonstrate that. Whenever y'all having a fight, y'all having a little tiff, you feel me? You gotta be like, hey, I can walk away anytime. She gonna respect that, man. But if you start panicking, you're starting to do the most, you're like, oh man, I can't lose her. If you come up with this energy like you can't be without her, you know, you want some Disney type ish, like, oh, I can't live without you, life ain't worth living without you, man. She ain't gonna respect you. And next thing you know, she cheating on you. Next thing you know, everything just going left field. Now you're crying in your cornflakes, eating ice cream all damn day, watching reruns of romantic movies like a little punk. Man, women are the emotional creatures. You're not supposed to be doing none of that, man. Let her be on that type of time. When you show strength, when you show like you're willing to walk away anytime, she can respect that, and she just gonna be that boss gonna be on Aquafina time. You heard? So show some strength, man. Don't be weak. Show some strength, be assertive, and provide some security. Just that. Just 3 things.